again. And there he goes. Out of bounds at the 25 of Cleveland. For the lead, it's up there and out there and right through there for the Saints. Plenty of time for Taylor and wide open Jarvis Landry. At midfield with 14 seconds remaining.
That situation, now they've got to be more selective with the only 14 seconds left where this ends up.
I mean, you get 10 or 15 yards, you'll have a shot. Taylor, pass complete. Again, it's Callaway who had the touchdown grab moments ago. And that should give the Browns a shot if they elect to try a field goal, at least in the 50 range. Gonzalez, he's missed to the left, he's missed to the right, and the Saints are going to win this game.
Welcome, YouTubers, sports fans across the nation. This your boy Turtle with the Uneducated Network, and this is my show. So, you think you know sports?
Let me hear your answer. Think you better than pros. Think you don't know. Think you don't know. So you think you 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 know sports. So you think you know. So you think you know sports. So you think you know. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. This your boy Turtle with So You Think You Know Sports. Y'all already know what it is. And if you don't know, now you know. And, man, the Saints snuck out a win against the Browns, man. Because the kicker missed a couple kicks. So, man, the Super Bowl contention I had us in is starting to look a little grim, guys. I mean, come on, man. We need to show up. I know we kind of start off a little slow every year. You know, for the last 4 years or so, we've started off 0-1. 0-2 for sure, but I know for the last 5 years for sure we started off like 0-1, aside from 2013 when we had a pretty good year. So, man, look, I'm not going to get too hard into it. I'm going to get into the show, and we're going to jump right into it, man. Saints versus the Browns. Man, Saints, honestly, to me and to a lot of fans that really know the Saints and love the game like we do and appreciate it like that, the Saints didn't win that game. You know, they didn't do it. The Browns came to play. I said that. You know, I knew they was going to come to play. The Browns is not to be messed with. The Browns is one of those good teams that people sleep on for whatever reason, and it is what it is. But the Browns are a hell of a team that a lot of people don't give a lot of credit to. So, with that being said, just remember, the Browns could do a lot of things this season. They lost these first 2 games, but they could definitely turn it around within an instant. So it just hold your breath on the Browns. We'll see how their Thursday night game go. But I'm telling you, the Browns came out there to play. And if you ask me, if they had what's his name, Baker Mayfield in there versus Tyrod Taylor, I mean, man, that to me, you know, hey, look, I like Tyrod. He's a great quarterback. The guy's a good young man. I like good black quarterbacks. I'm not gonna lie. You know, shout out to them, and then when they're good, they're good. I appreciate that. But in this particular case, considering that y'all drafted the guy #1 overall, he's inevitably going to be the starting quarterback. And Baker is not the kind of he's not the type of player that likes to sit on the bench and wait. You know, so I think with that being said alone, you need to put him into the game. You know, and give him an opportunity to play more. I mean, hell, the Saints are playing backup quarterback Taysom Hill on special teams. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give Baker a chance to get out there and win that game, man. I like Tyrod, but hey, maybe you could trade him while it's teams needing a quarterback at this early juncture in the league in the season. You know, so that's tough, man. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That's tough. But, yeah, the Saints defense versus the Browns was mediocre at best. Yeah, we had some good moments, but it was mediocre. I mean, it was against the Browns, man. We were supposed to show up and, not dominate, but, appear to dominate. We didn't even, get into the game into the fourth quarter offensively. You know, speaking of offensively, Big Mike, fumbling You got to get that shored up, bro. You can't be fumbling like that, man. Not when we depend on you, and damn sure not when you starting on my fantasy football team, because that's another situation. But yeah, man, you can't be fumbling like that, man. Alvin Kamara, I wish I would have drafted him. I had a chance to get Alvin Kamara. I went with Big Mike, and golly, I mean, Big Mike is paying it out for me, but man, Alvin Kamara is man, that guy is ridiculous, man. Like, that guy is fast, man. He's one of the like, his center of gravity is I don't know what his center of gravity is, but man, that dude can bounce around and be very nimble, man. Very nimble character guy. I mean, oh man, I like that guy, man. Alvin Kamara, AK-41, that's what I call him, AK-41. And the Saints was a big favorite in this game, a 10-point favorite, and shit, we ended up winning 21-18. I mean, come on, man. You know, and that's because the kicker for the Browns missed a couple kicks. You know, he missed 4 kicks in that game. You know, 2 of them was extra points, and 2 of them could have won the game for him. But, you know, Saints looked good. Tyrod versus Baker, man, like I said, I will go with Baker just because, you know, the Saints kicker, Garrett Hartley, shout out to him for winning the game, because he did come out. He missed the kick early, and he came out and he won the game with that. We shouldn't have been in that position. I know, but it is what it is. We got the W. A win is a win is a win, you know. Like Jameis Winston say, who gonna eat the W? You know, we want to eat the W, you know. So, with that being said, you know, Saints got the Falcons this week. Falcons beat the Panthers, which put us all at 1-1, and except the Buccaneers. You know, it's undefeated. You know, nobody's seen that coming. I tell you who didn't see it coming, that's Jameis Winston for sure, because now you're gonna have a situation on your hands if these boys keep on winning. Fitzpatrick gonna, you know, the fans gonna want him. Jackson already then came out saying you can't take the hot man out. His stats looking good, you know, so he's not trying to take the man out, you know. So that's just one of those things that's gonna better you than me kind of thing, you know. I'm glad they got to deal with it and we don't. But as far as our game against the Falcons, I definitely see the Saints winning this game, and yes, that's because I'm a homer. So, you know, they have a realistic chance to beat us as well. Of course, they're at home, so, you know, that there's always that as well. And Matt Ryan is one of the premier quarterbacks in this league, man. Like it or not, as a Saints fan, like it or not, Matt Ryan is one of the premier quarterbacks in this league. And with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley scored, their running game got to get a little more shored up. The defense is could be definitely excuse me. The defense definitely got some holes that need to be fixed, but for the most part, they that's a playoff team, you know, and for them to be straggling along, so to speak, you know, it's mind-boggling to me, because I thought that was going to be one of the bigger contenders in the NFC South, in the NFC in general this year. You know, aside from the perennial teams like the Packers and what have you. I thought the Falcons was going to be a perennial team this year. And it's still early. You know, it's still early. It's only week 2. The Saints, as far as people know, was going to be one of the, you know, premier teams, and we're not looking like that. So it's still early. But, you know, if I had to go out on a limb, I'd say the Saints win in a score of like 35-28. You know, it's going to be close. Because the Falcons, they show up, and the Saints have proven this year to not be able to play up to the competition that they was playing at last year. But we shall see. But yeah, like I say, that's all I got for y'all today, man. This your boy Turtle with So You Think You Know Sports. Y'all already know what it is. And if you don't know, now you know.
Let me hear your answers. Think you better than pros. Think you don't know. Think you don't know. So you think you 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 know sports.